Welcome to the first week of September. Let me tell you, we've been through a lot of things in the past 30 days or 45 days in our industry, especially in the finance industry, as well as maybe the real estate industry in general. So, as we talked about, and the reason why I went through a progression of programs such as adversity. We talked about adversity. We talked about having vision to get through the adversity. We talked about having an attitude and your choice of attitude. Then last week we talked about confidence, how to get your confidence. Now we're past all that and we're feeling like we're ready to go. This week we're going to get a little bit more meat and potatoes. We're going to talk about the plan. Why a plan, and how to have a plan. Now, Norman Vincent Peale said, plan your work for today and every day, and work your plan today and every day. So having a plan makes sense. So how do you plan? Do you have a format? When you're going to do something and how you're going to do something? Do you have a daily planning tool? Those are some great questions to ask. Some plan like this. You wake up, you show up. There's your plan. Others might plan like this. You wake up, you show up, you skim through what you procrastinated yesterday or this week, and you write down for today on a napkin, a yellow pad, a sticky pad, a Franklin, or an Outlook on whatever you wanted to do to say, today is the day I'm actually going to accomplish it. Well, let me tell you, without a daily plan in sales, you're wasting your time. Let me tell you, without this, if you don't know how, when, or how you're going to lead generate, or who you're going to get leads from, the time you're to do it, you're living Groundhog Day every day. The same day over and over, hoping you're going to get better results. So the question would be, where do you start planning? First, identify how many hours you are willing to work in a day. Now, this is one of the most important, because if you're only willing to work 4 or 5 hours a day, some of the 2 and the second and third step aren't going to make sense. So first you have to identify how many hours you're willing to work and sacrifice in your day. Then second, identify the items that are most valuable to lead generating, to get you to your goal, what you want to do. So there has to be specifically each and every day what you're going to do that day to lead generate and how you're going to do it. Now there's a couple things that I've used in the past is for realtors. I meet with a lot of realtors and I do a lot of seminars, as you know, and one of them is a realtor plan. In that plan, every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, it tells you the things to be successful in the real estate industry. Call 5 past clients, your sphere of influence, farm, FSBOs, absentee owners. Call past clients Friday. Review your goals and business plan. All the things that you're supposed to be doing on a daily basis and telling if you're accomplishing them. In the loan officers, for loan officers that we meet with, the same thing. There's a daily plan of each day what the most important things that you have to do to lead generate are in your day. Now, why that's important in whatever industry you're in, you have to know exactly what it is to get business and how often you're going to do it. Now the third is important because you're going to have to time block on the hours you're willing to work, how long you're going to lead generate, pipeline manage, challenge solve, and how much personal time in the course of your day. And they all have to be congruent with the time you said you're willing to work. So let's make this easy. If you don't have a big pipeline, right, and you don't have a lot of challenges to solve, what's that lead you with? Well, it leaves you with lead generation and personal time. And let me explain this to you. If you don't lead generate in sales, you're going to have a lot of personal time. And your sales will probably increase. You're probably going to sell your house, I don't know, sell your car, sell your couch, maybe some personal jewelry as well. So your sales will increase, but if you're not willing to take the steps in lead generation, your personal time is going to be in abundance. So, one of the toughest part of being in sales is lead generation, correct? So it's my job or your job to figure out what it's going to make me to lead generate and how much time am I willing to do it. It all has to be congruent in the same time. I talk to a lot of people and they all say the same thing. I'm really good at following a plan when someone else tells me what to do. I just do it. If they tell me, my manager says, do this today, I just do it. But it's when it's left up to me, I get sidetracked. I get things on the non-producing, income-producing activities. I go and I talk to people. I just don't know specifically a plan. Well, I will tell you this. That's the biggest cop-out yet. No matter if you've been in this industry or any industry you're in for 2 months or 20 years, you know what you need to do to lead generate, and you know the people that you need to talk to, and you do the question is are you willing to do it? Because there's no secret in any industry you're in. You could talk to anybody, what does it take to be successful? And they'll tell you all the lead generation things you have to do. And if you're leaving up to someone else to take care of your plan, you're leaving someone else to your goals and to the rest of your life. So the question is, are you willing to do it? Some of you might be saying right now, okay, Dan, I'm going to write down a plan. I'm going to write it not on a napkin or a sticky note. Okay? I'm going to get one of those weekly plans you talked about on your website or whatever it would be, and I'm actually going to do something about it. Now, let's turn into this. Sam Walton said, high expectations is the key to everything. Let me say that again. High expectations is the key to everything. So don't set your bar so low in your plan that a 6-year-old can do it. Set it so high you have to push yourself every day to accomplish your plan. Trust me, if you work hard at a plan for 90 days and stick with it, you'll have a life-changing experience, financially and mentally and personally as well. Also, when we're talking about personal, don't forget your personal life. If you're going to run at these high levels, make sure your spouse, significant other, people closest to you, your manager, your accountability partner are all part of the same plan. You have to include them because of the time and effort you're going to be from the time you said that you were going to work. They all have to be part of that plan to your goal, and don't leave them out. Before you can accomplish anything small or big in life, there has to be a plan, and people have to be included in it. Now, let's talk about different plans because it's been summer and some of you took a summer vacation. And a lot of your vacation plans look 90% better than any business plan you had. It looks something like this. You wrote down, I have to get a ride to the airport. I got to get transportation to and from. Okay, when I get there, I have to unpack. Then I have a 1 o'clock snorkel. I have a 3:30 jet ski. I have a 5:15 dinner. 7 o'clock, we're going to go for a stroll on the beach. 8:30, we'll have cocktails. 10 o'clock, we're going to go to sleep. 6:15, we're going to wake up and we're going to do this, this, and this. Now, that's a plan. And a lot of us plan specifically for our vacations for that week of our life. What about the other weeks, the weeks that it took us to actually afford that vacation? If you took the time you did to plan a vacation and stay online and figure out costs and everything else like that, and the flights, that would be a plan. If you stuck to something like that for 90 days, it would look specifically like you do when you write down how you're going to take a vacation. So today, if you don't have a specific plan, or a daily lead generation to push yourself out of your comfort zone, you're making this job 10 times more difficult than it ever needs to be. So get a plan, work your plan, and don't quit your plan. Then you will get into the 10% of the salespeople doing the 90% of the business. The problem is don't keep living Groundhog Day and thinking something's going to be different, okay? Today, don't wait. Do it today. Don't live another day without having a specific plan of how you're going to be a success. Make it a great week.